G'day guys, what is going on? It's Hayden here and welcome back for another video. So today we're going to be talking all about trimmer heads. What's the best, what's the worst, and what's the average. So we're going to be comparing the Shindaiwa speed feed head, the Husqvarna, and the Stihl. All have their pros and cons and things like that, but we'll get my opinion. So let's get straight into it and let's take a look at all three. To start with, we're going to have a look at the Husqvarna head, and here it is here. Obviously this trim has been well used because we use it commercially. They're quite a good trimmer head. Both the Husqvarna and the Stihl trimmer heads require the actual body to come apart, and then you actually open it up and wind it, but that's compared to the speed feed head from Shindaiwa, which is actually my personal favorite, because with these heads you don't actually have to open it up to rewind it. You just poke the cord through and then twist to do up, which is a lot quicker like that. And it's a lot quicker than having to open it up, rewind it, and then put it all back together again, whereas it's just half as much time, and yeah, you're back on the road. Alright, so as for durability, the heads with the most hours on them would be the speed feed, which we've actually gone through. That's the second cap on that. That's the original, and that's the original as well. The Stihl is my least favorite out of the three, sorry. For some reason the trimmer line always tends to break off, and that's using the Stihl's recommended trimmer line, but it tends to break off at the holes where they come out. So it's really annoying because this trimmer in particular, the head, takes the longest to actually reload it, and the Shindaiwa is the quickest out of the three by far. Husqvarna is a lot better than the Stihl. I've used this one for a long time, and yeah, it does work really well. The Husqvarna actually cuts lower. It's actually, if you can see that, it's actually lower to the ground than the speed feed, but again, the speed feed is my favorite out of the three by far. But if I had to choose another one other than the speed feed, it'd definitely be the Husqvarna. The Stihl I've just never really been a fan of, and so that's why I never use the Stihl as a trimmer. I just use it as an edger. But I'm wanting to replace that with one of these, but I'm gonna have to see if I can actually do that. Alright guys, so to summarize, number one by far comes in as the Shindaiwa. By far, for me and my business, it's definitely the best for, it's definitely the most user-friendly, the quickest, and it's quite durable. Husqvarna comes in at 2, and then Stihl for 3. I don't know what it is about the Stihl. I've never liked it since the beginning. So yeah. So if you guys are looking at trimmer heads, definitely go with the speed feed if you can, because restringing the actual trimmer is so much quicker with the speed feed head. You don't have to take it apart to put the trimmer line back in it, which actually saves probably over 50% of the time. And as well as these three, I've actually used metal trimmer heads, which again increase the durability of the actual head, but for me it does take a lot more time actually having to restring metal ones as they break off really quickly, and you don't get the bump feed trimmer lines like all these three have. They've all got bump feed. But I know a lot of contractors use them. You know, it just comes back to personal preference. But for me, you know, nothing against the Stihl or nothing against the Husqvarna, but the Shindaiwa speed feed heads by far win for me. So yeah, you know, everyone has their own personal preferences. So do your research. But yeah, for a contractor, I'd recommend speed feed heads. But thanks for watching anyways, guys. Be sure to check out my other videos, and like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned for more.